everyone. What is going on, guys? And what did you do at the Vegas Regional today?
I got 8th place somehow.
Alright, and what deck were you playing? And
I was playing Cyberse Eldlich, which was almost just Cyberse hand traps.
Alright, yeah, and it's been a while. You actually broke the curse. George got cursed like back and forth, and now you finally made the top 8. And yeah, let's get started with the deck profile, man.
Don't get what's
your channel again?
Okay.
Cyberhorn92.
Shout out to him.
So Cyberse, I played the 3 Gadget, 3 Guardian, and 2 Dotscaper. All of these are just 1 card Scythe DP. They're insane. They also draw you a card and bottom a card, so if you draw any of the DP pieces, you just get to put them back and have a new card in hand. If you draw another one of these, you can just draw a card and put these on the bottom of your deck, so you just draw an extra card. They're all free, and then Gadget's the best one to have after turn 1, because if you Veilered your opponent, Magician's your opponent, or like Drolled or DD Crowed, he just reborns them for free when he's normal summoned. You can't use your adventure, but usually it's already set up by that point. 3 Souls, 2 Illusion. I don't like the prep. I feel like I want each of these to be sendable off of each of these, whereas if you have a prep, you can prep into this into this, and then the other 2 just don't special themselves anymore. And a big problem with this deck is it's just normal summons, right? Without this or the adventure, you have no special summons, at least like reasonable ones. Like you have the Eldlich, but that takes a turn to set up. And then the 1 Golden Lord. You're playing 60, so drawing it doesn't happen often, except it happens all the time to me. So, Senor. Playing 1 isn't terrible, because like the whole thing like playing 2 is if 1 gets removed, you just lose the game because your cards get turned off, like DD Crowed or something. And then you play 2 because you always want to also have 1 in deck for Sanguine, because if you have it in hand, it's just dead. With 60 cards, if you draw the 1, you just take the L on that. Chantress, Wandering Griffin Rider. It's just very simple. They're insane. They do everything you need them to do. Here we go.
What place did you get?
I got 8th. Somehow. I went undefeated for 6 rounds and lost 2 and still got 8. Droll. Crow. Only 2 Veiler. Ash. Ogre. Nib. And then 1 Lancia. And then 3 Imperms.
We've entered the hand trap era.
This probably was too much considering the 2 games I lost. I opened 4 hand traps and a dead card. All like the 2 matches I lost were because I opened 4 hand traps and a brick card. One of them was game 3, one of them was game 1, and then 2. So maybe I could like cut these, but like they're all just so good. Like maybe I don't know. It's hard. I have to mess with it.
And plus, you're playing with a 60 card. You rather see your hand trap.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I wanted to run a ton of hand traps because I wanted to see them. I didn't want to run too little, but. I swapped these for Bell at the very last minute. That did actually cost me a game, which sucked because that was one of my losses, but can't really harp on that too much. It happens. The 1 Lancia is here because I also play, obviously, with Scythe. And when you have the Souls, you're able to just leave the Dagda on field, and when you do it on your opponent's turn, the DPE, you can just set this and then pop both of these. So if they have the answer for the Scythe, they have to also have an answer for the Lancia. If they don't have the answer for the Lancia, you can just turn off Banishing, and it's usually good against most decks. It's just a way to just not have a random Soul sitting there. And worst case scenario, if you draw it, it's a hand trap. Oh, sorry. Please ban this card. I want this card out of my format so I can play normal decks.
Agreed.
Scythe, just the DPE package. I played this many. It's 37 monsters. It's hilarious. 3 right, 1 adventure, 1 Dracoback. I drew this more than any of the other 1-ofs in my entire deck, so that's cool. But luckily with Gadget, if you have this and this, when you get the token, you can just equip it with this, bounce something, and keep making your plays if you're going second. It comes up rarely, but with the amount of times I draw this card, it comes up a lot. 3 Cursed Eldland, and then 2 Fusion Destiny. I cut a Call by the Grave because if you go second with it, it just sucks. 3 Sanguine, 3 Conch, 2 Huequero. This is the first time in my entire life that I've actually played 2 Huequero. I've always played 3 because I always felt like the grind was so important. But like with this deck, I don't know. In 60 cards, I surprisingly had to cut space. Shout out to my friend Joaquin for trying to convince me yesterday at locals to not play this engine and to just play 50 cards with a bunch of hand traps. But the problem with that is if I didn't play this, I had to cut the Souls. And if I didn't play Souls, I was back to just having just having 10 normal summons and nothing else. So this won me so much. All you have to do is see one of these. As long as you see one of these, you just get to see the rest of them for the rest of the game. Every single turn you get 1 or 2 of them, so it's great.
Someone else popped in. They were also playing the Eldlich version.
6 or 16. Extra deck, combo. All of these get dumped out of your extra deck off of any Cyberse. I'm not playing Synets, also thanks to Joaquin for ashing my Synet, being the first person to ever ash my Synet mining while I was playing this. I've been playing this deck for like two weeks or something. He ashed my Synet mining yesterday, the day before the regional. I decided I'm not playing that card anymore because I just looked at my hand and like, even if I had another normal summon, I still just negged 2 for no reason. So shout out to Joaquin for that too. This just gets dumped out of your extra deck with any of these, right? Any of these gets you to full this, right? And it's just DPE Scythe, and then hand traps and Eldlich should grind out the rest of the game. My friends asked me, what do these do after you've done this? They kill your opponent. Boom, 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 boom. Access. This lets you bridge your Eldliches into your cards that need effect monsters. This lets you, if you have like an extender and your opponent has back row, like a blackout or an imperm or just anything, just normal summon, turn it into this, and now this can just negate and banish a trap. In a mirror match, banishing the traps are insane. The Chaos Charmers are absolutely disgusting, as well as the Celine for them. Shout out to like 5 of my 8 rounds being PK, where this guy just doesn't do anything, but this surprisingly comes up because I get nibbed and ogred and veilered a lot. And then Celine just ends the game, because Celine goes into this, and that's the game. All of your Cyberses are at minimum a link 2, the gadget's a link 3, so these came up every single time. They just break boards. When you put them under this or under this, you just get to draw cards for free, even if your opponent destroys them, which happened a lot today with Ogre. Onto this one, they just ogre, and I still drew cards, right? And cycling cards is insane. And Unicorn just usually spins these back or this back once they've used the effect and not popped it for some reason because they got greedy. And then once all of these have cleared board, this ends the game. And any one Cyberse plus an extender can get you through like this whole line or this whole line just very easily. And then Link Rebo is really good because Gadget goes into this summons a light token, and that's either Charmer, whereas this one is a dark, and this one can't go into either until you go into Link Rebo, or Link Rebo. So this also helps to bridge into the Charmers off of the dudes. For the side deck, a lot of it sucked, I'm gonna be honest. This was the only good card in the side deck. Gamma's just insane when you go second, or sometimes when you go first, mostly when you go second. It's just a really good hand trap. This came in, I never saw it, so I couldn't tell you if it's great or not. In theory, Lancey's insane. Kaijus specifically had to be the Wind Kaiju, because if I play Gamma Seal and I go against a Flutter player and I can't do it to them, so I just start losing. And then back row hate. I saw no back row today. I sided this in against some combo decks that weren't putting up Omni Negates, and I just never drew it. So in theory it'd be awesome, but never got there. And realistically, you shouldn't put Lancey in against this deck, because all it stops is the Eldlich, and then technically it can stop the Enchantress, but if you've already drawn the right, it's like a 50-50 chance of your Lancey just not doing anything.
True. But yeah, congrats on the top 8. Before ending this video, would you like to give any shoutouts?
Shout out to People's Card Shop for being the only locals in Vegas and being amazing at being a locals.
The best card shop.
Shout out to my boys for just testing with me. Shout out to Austin, Nick, Moises, Sergio, Brendan. Oh, I'm gonna forget someone and they're gonna kill me. JC, Ariel.
Everyone goes to the People's Card Shop.
Yeah, everyone that goes to People's Card Shop. Shout out to Harrison. Big shout out for always.
Harrison, you got a shout out.
Shout out to Harrison for just always letting us crash at his place after tournaments and just play more.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He also provides us with lots of cards that we need. So that's also awesome. We love Harrison.
Add to the Starlight collection.
Stop.
Alright, your boy Cyberhorn92 is signing out. Peace.